I just want to tell you both, good luck. We're all counting on you.
So what's up? This is the All About That show, and for some reason I'm in the show, and there's a reason for that.
A creative director, somewhat.
Creative
Yeah,
director.
it's because we're gonna have an argument right now.
Argument?
Yeah, an
Debate?
argument.
Today, really?
It's a formal
it's
debate.
not-
A verbal debate.
Debate. Cool. So it's gonna be DC versus Marvel.
Yeah.
One
Not
character.
all of it, one character each. Yeah.
Cool. And we will be choosing Batman
Yes.
and Iron Man because they're the most similar characters.
Yes.
And
One
we'll be-
character is very similar
Yep.
to another.
And we will be going through a variety of topics to see which one comes out best. Cool. Should we kick off?
All
You ready? You guys
let's go.
ready?
Let's go for it.
Alright, so you want
Guns
to
loaded. Cool.
gun loaded?
So to give it a bit of introduction, we're gonna give a story of both characters.
The origins, you can say.
The origin.
So
Cool.
I think I don't
So
know.
so we'll go for Batman first.
Yeah, I don't think I really need to explain the origins of Batman. Everyone
okay.
simply knows about him. He's the son of Thomas and Martha Wayne, the richest family in Gotham. One night, when Bruce is a kid, him and his parents go to a night at the opera. They take a wrong turn on the way back home and actually get shot and killed.
It was
Tragic
actually the
kids.
Mask of Zorro they went to go see, not the opera.
Opera, same thing.
Nope, no.
You know
Mask
what?
of Zorro. That's what they went to see.
Mask of Zorro.
It was Mask of
Jazz.
Zorro movie. Bruce wanted to see it loads of times, so they went to watch it, and that was the film. That was the night they died.
They
It
died.
wasn't the opera.
Cool.
Different
It doesn't even know
iterations.
his own origin. Well done, well done.
Different
Shaz,
iterations.
you have to make up for this.
Wow.
one.
I gotta make up for
Wow.
this.
You have to make up for
Just-
it.
just
Go on.
wow.
Next time, what happens after they die?
Right, so then Bruce. Bruce I know. What the hell are you doing?
Cool.
Okay, then. So Bruce then he becomes eventually turns into the Dark Knight, in which he vows to never kill any villains.
So wait, he becomes Batman at the age of 10.
No, he takes time.
Oh really?
Yes.
He didn't say that. He becomes Batman.
I said
after his
eventually.
parents
I said
died.
eventually.
Oh okay.
I said eventually.
Yeah.
He did say eventually, so
Yes.
cool. So what happens? He becomes the Dark Knight.
He becomes the Dark Knight. He's the detector of Gotham. He stops all the criminal activities that happens in Gotham City.
He's a vigilante.
Yes, that's what you can say.
Yeah. Cool. That's a good summary, I think, of Batman.
Yeah.
Tell me about Iron Man.
Iron Man. Basically, he was developing. He's a weapons developer. His company developed weapons, right? So he was out in the desert testing out his new Jericho missile, as they called it, and he gets kidnapped by terrorists.
Okay.
And they make him remake the weapons for him with like all of his tech. So obviously he doesn't want to have his weapons go into the wrong hands. So he makes the first ever Iron Man suit, and then he escapes. And that was his origin. And because of the explosion when he got caught, he got shrapnel into his body, which he makes.
But you're just talking about the film.
That's his origin.
I was talking about a general origin.
That is his general origin.
Talking about, I suppose, terrorists. Are you sure Al Qaeda on Jericho?
Yeah, but that's what it was.
Cool. Yeah. What happens?
Then he makes the arc reactor in his
Yep.
chest, which stops the shrapnel coming into his heart, and then that powers the suit and everything. And then he, has a change of heart. Wants to save lives.
Literally.
Yeah, literally.
Cool. So, in that case, so Batman, he's had this kind of grudge since he was a young person, since he was at the age
Yeah,
of
it's
10.
kind of a dark.
So it's more. I think it's more personal for him.
Yeah, he's more
Yeah.
of a mission. Like
Mm.
he doesn't want no one else's kid
Yeah.
to have the same thing he has as a kid as well.
But whereas in
Iron Man, it's more
Iron
about
Man.
trying to stop people.
He
from,
wants to stop like.
It's about him. It's about him mostly, isn't it?
It's like personal development. He doesn't want the world.
But
be
but
dangerous.
what I mean is, it's more late in his life that he realized that he should have.
Pretty much, yeah.
Cool. So those are a bit of a background on the two characters. So this is probably gonna be the biggest topic. This is the powers of both superheroes, which in this case they don't actually have powers.
No,
do they?
exactly.
They don't have
Powers. No, they're both humans
Yep.
in somewhat.
They have it was their money which got them the technology to create their suits.
Yep.
And with that, the weapons and powers that they have today.
Yep.
As like Batman uses. Oh, why am I
Cool.
talking
Cool.
about
Yeah,
Batman?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Batman uses.
Why am I talking
So,
about
so,
Batman?
so,
That I
let's,
know.
so let's hear about Batman. So what are his main utilities that he uses?
Yeah, he uses the tools that are given to him from Lucius Fox, the guy
Okay.
who helps create his tech at
Oh,
Wayne
so he doesn't even
Enterprises.
make his own weapons. He has another guy to do it for him.
Why not? He's a billionaire playboy. What does he care about it?
Yeah,
He's the CEO of his company. That's what he
Fine.
do.
At least Iron Man makes his own stuff.
Well, okay,
Because
alright,
he's a
alright,
weapons. He's a
alright.
weapons guy. That's what his job is.
Yeah,
So he doesn't
he's
make his
smart
own
enough
stuff.
to
I'm
actually make
joking.
stuff like
No,
that,
no.
right?
So he gets his weapons from his own company.
Yep.
Essentially, it's his own company.
Yes,
So
underground.
research it.
No one knows about his Batman and that.
No one knows.
Yep.
Ha! Yeah.
Cool.
Not many people. Oh.
Bane
All right,
knows.
so he gets his utilities. What are his main weapons that he uses?
He has the Batmobile, of course. He has his grappling gun.
Yep.
It's all about him keeping out in the shadows. He strikes. That's a fear. That's more of a power of his, I would say.
Yeah.
He uses fear to his advantage as well.
So so there's an emotion aspect to that.
Yeah.
Whereas in Iron Man, it's full on
Guns.
just
Yeah,
rockets.
he's not scared. He actually goes out and goes for the fight. You know, he's not a person to hide in the shadows. He's a person, you know, to go in there and just destroy everything.
And I
Destroy
think
everything, create mayhem.
at times he wants to reveal himself as Iron Man.
He does,
And he does eventually. Doesn't
That's
he?
in the films, but in
yeah.
the comics, he doesn't. He keeps it a secret.
Yeah.
And we didn't actually talk about my powers and stuff.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I just thought you just left me out.
No,
you know?
no, of course not. So
Just being
tell us
you know,
about
undertreated,
Iron
you know, Marvel and everything, you know. Anyway, obviously from his first suit he made,
Yep.
he improved it a lot, add more powers. He has
Yeah.
obviously the arc beams.
Yep.
He can fly. Come on.
which is really cool.
Exactly.
It's really cool. And he
Yeah.
built it himself, right?
He built himself exactly in his own
Yeah.
like lab, down in his own house.
Yeah,
So
that is pretty amazing. Yeah.
he has. These are just one suit. He has plenty of different suits.
Yeah.
He has like the Hulk Buster suit, the stealth suit.
Yep.
There's loads of different suits he has. So
So is it for every
Same with
for a
Batman.
different situation? he
Batman has a lot of
different-
suits as well.
yeah,
He
so
has
he has,
suits against Superman, specific one. He has every night one.
he has to adapt to the the situation, and he does that.
Cool. So he has a suit. What else does he have? Does he have vehicles? Does he have?
He's rich, so he has. No, in the films, there's Audis. He just
Yeah.
has Audis
It's
everywhere.
Audi cars.
But
We have Lambos in ours.
yeah, exactly.
we have Lambos.
So that's the real product placement right there.
Yeah.
He's got the nice house in Malibu.
You have the nice house in Gotham.
Yeah, on the outskirts of Gotham.
With our own cave.
Iron Man doesn't really have a cave. He just has his own lab, like
Yep.
in his house. So, and he has Jarvis.
You have Alfred.
Yeah, but I think Jarvis is cool. man.
Alfred, yeah.
Jarvis is like a proper.
Alfred's an actual badass now. Have you seen the new 52 done with him recently?
Oh, he hasn't really done much. Like last.
No,
time
they're talking about his origins where he was in the SIS and that.
Oh, okay.
Marines.
Do you know the possible spoiler about Alfred?
Hmm?
That happens in the last issue of Batman.
No.
He got his hand cut off.
Last issue, what? New
Yeah.
52? Yeah. Cool.
Literally.
Cool. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter about Alfred. It's about Batman and Iron Man. Where did a talking computer and an old man come into play?
Talking
It
computer.
doesn't matter. It
He's
doesn't
not
matter.
saying anything.
No, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Cool. So powers have been discussed.
Yeah.
Not really powers.
No, exactly.
but
Powers.
Utilities.
I think the
sources,
biggest,
resources
I
that
think
they
the biggest difference
Stuff
is
they use basically.
Yeah.
he's more out there, Iron Man. Batman's more about the dark fearness.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the other thing is that obviously Iron Man creates his own stuff.
Yeah, you know, he can
Batman-
actually make his own stuff. You know?
Batman has someone who makes it for it.
Yeah, but he has different stuff as well. Like we have cars and like flyings.
Yeah.
Flying,
Crofts.
flyings,
Not flyings.
flyings.
So Batman has flyings.
He has
and-
flyings.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. That's a good point to
Yeah,
make.
very good point.
Cool. So next topic, the villains.
Do
And
we
this
need to
season,
talk? Do we need to talk about it?
so
Our villains are the DC universe, basically. They're the ones that are keeping it afloat.
Yeah, just the Batman villains. And that's the only part of DC which is actually
Yeah, the
keeping it
DC,
together.
they got some own villains, but we're not talking about DC.
Yeah.
Talking about Batman. Do I need to start off with the Joker, the biggest villain,
Yeah.
all of superheroes, supervillains rather?
do you think so? Do you think Joker, full stop, is the best villain of all time?
Probably is. He was psychotic. He's the one that, if you ask someone on the streets to name a villain,
Yeah.
guarantee you, if you ask them 3 villains, guarantee they'll say Joker. And probably another Batman one as well. And who's Iron Man got, man?
Iron Man. Oh, you just mentioned one villain, so Joker.
Joker, Two-Face, Riddler, Harley Quinn.
Okay, fine,
Oh,
whatever.
okay.
All right, Iron Man. Like you have the Ironmonger, you have Madame Mask. You
Who
have
the hell
both.
are these people?
Madame Mask is like a person who can like she puts on a mask and she
Okay.
can change her appearance. And
Based on a
she-
mask.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll put this can in front of my face and it's now turned into a can.
What? I'm so intimidating. I'm just gonna put a scarecrow mask. I'm the scarecrow now.
No, he has gas as well, fear toxin.
Yeah, the Madame Mask uses the mask and like she blends into Iron Man
So
as
it's just
well.
Mystique. Basically. It's a
Well,
rip-off
that
Mystique.
is a good point.
It's a
That is
rip-off
a
of
good
Mystique,
point.
yeah,
That
it's
is
a
good
rip-off
point.
of
Well,
Mystique.
no, Mystique is a mutant.
Yeah.
She is not.
So the same thing though, but
No,
But
Right.
essentially the same feature. It's the same feature, isn't it?
Features are similar, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. It doesn't. It just. Cool.
Yeah, but that affects with your psychology, memories and stuff. You know, like what's happening. He can make Iron Man's people who are close to him turn against him, and he'll be like, "What the fuck's going on?" Or
That
what's
is-
going
that is
on?
a good
So can
point.
Iron Man.
That is
So
a
can
good point.
Mystique. So can
Ooh, that's a good point as well.
Mystique.
Okay, cool. So that's fine. You're just using Marvel against Marvel. That's fine.
Talking about your characters are unoriginal, man.
Ooh. All right.
Okay,
So-
another villain.
Wait, another villain.
Yeah.
The Ironmonger.
Who knows that?
About Obadiah Stane. He steals the same suit that Iron Man has, and then uses it, makes it bigger. and
Your suit's
stronger.
smaller, my suit's bigger.
Yeah, he thought bigger is better.
Rage.
Obviously not. In
Then we got another guy who makes the suit even bigger, isn't it?
Yeah, Crimson Dynamo. He makes a
Oh, even bigger suit now.
No, it's not a
That's
bigger
what it
suit.
is.
It's not a bigger suit.
It's like who's got the biggest junk in it?
No, it's stronger than Iron Man. It's just another villain. He fights.
He called the suit junk. It's an insult. Okay, anyway, it doesn't matter.
Who
Cool.
do you have, man?
Who we have?
You have some super villains as well.
The super villains, you can say.
Ooh, all right.
All of these
Cool.
villains, they're not playing with Batman psychologically, but physically as well.
Yeah, they test Iron Man's physical ability as well.
How he can just fly away. I can just go
Why
away.
would he fly away? He wants
He's Iron Man.
to fight the person.
Oh,
and
whoa,
just-
rockets again. Rockets. More rockets.
What does Batman do? Oh, I'm just gonna hide. Smoke bomb, disappear.
Yeah. He uses fear and that.
Yeah, that works well against
He
Bane.
fights, yes.
Cool. So he uses fear in that. Cool. It's a good power for a villain to have. Okay. Anyway, so we're gonna go on to the next topic because
Okay.
I think these conversations are gonna be never ending. You guys are gonna be 90 years old, sitting in the same room, talking about Batman and Iron
Wearing
Man.
the same shirts.
Wearing the same shirts. Cool. So last topic, and this is the big one.
Okay.
You guys ready?
You said everyone's the big one. Powers is the big one.
This is the
Villains
one
is the big
ever.
one. No, this is the big one.
This is the big one. The movies. Okay, so this is something that's very recent.
I think
Ah.
can
The
I-
last 20 years.
Can I
you'd
pause
say?
on it? Can I pause a sec?
Yeah.
When you talk about films, are
Yeah.
we talking about a specific series or whole of
Yeah, I
them?
know. So
Iron Man only has one
No, no,
series.
Batman.
no, because let's do this.
This ain't fair because Batman has
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
we have whole
Yeah,
ones.
that's cool. So what we'll do is because Iron Man, the Christopher Nolan series came out the same
Yep.
time as Iron Man. roughly.
2008,
So
2005.
about for 3 years.
Yeah, about that time. Let's compare those series, okay?
Alright, fine.
That's great.
So Batman Robin
So
doesn't count
let's,
then.
let's start with Iron Man first.
Thank God
This
Batman
time
Robin
around.
doesn't
So
count.
Iron Man 1 versus Batman Begins.
Okay.
Let's compare.
Iron Man 1
Yeah.
showed a good origin.
Good origin.
Showed, how Tony Stark actually is arrogant, you know.
So it shows off his character.
Exactly.
Cool.
And he has a bit of a development in there.
Okay.
And the villains as well, like Obadiah Stane,
Yeah.
they mentioned one of his biggest ones, so that was good to see. And they show how Iron Man has to deal with the fact that he has to hide it,
Yeah.
hide his power from people. Oh, yeah, I know he does give his identity away at the end, but that's what they do now and then. And Iron Man was the first film to actually introduce, well, not introduce, but to make every Marvel film to wait for the end of the credits.
So
you
it's the
can
beginning
see-
of the Marvel
Yeah.
Cinematic Universe.
Exactly.
It's a cool movie.
And this
Really
was
cool
part of
movie.
Phase 1,
Yeah.
which was led up to the Avengers.
Yeah.
That's not obviously part of the topic, but
Mm.
Iron Man was the first one to start it all off. And I thought it was actually really good. It was like, it showed off his suit. It showed off in a way that we wanted to see.
Yeah.
Because we've been reading comics and watching TV shows. We saw it in actual cinema.
Do you think it did the
actually-
comic justice?
Yes.
Do you think it was a good?
I think it did, because like it showed how he
Version.
designed the shoots, how he made them, and had his some funny qualities as well. Like when he went testing for flying.
Hmm.
So I think it was a good origin, good way to start off Iron Man.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Cool, good start. So it's a good start to the series.
Yeah.
Yeah, fine stuff. I think the biggest difference is between Marvel and DC films is that DC are more family oriented somewhat.
Mm.
They still have a bit of light humor. DC are a bit more serious, a bit more darker. For the Nolan series, they're more realistic
Yeah.
somewhat. So this was more serious by Batman.
You got to remember though, yeah.
So-
At the end of the day, you're talking about a comic book movie, yeah. Realism, is that really gonna happen?
Well, it depends on the character as well. Because if you think about, if you watch the entire series,
Or does
Yeah,
it?
none of
We're getting carried away. So let's talk about let's talk about Batman Begins.
Yeah.
What did you think of it?
I
Why
loved
did you
it.
like it? Why did you like it?
I loved it. I thought it was a great entry into the
Mm.
Batman series. You understand, Batman was dead after
Yeah.
Batman and Robin.
Yeah.
So they had to do a lot to fix it.
Yeah.
And Christopher Nolan did. He put so much into that.
Oh yeah, so like it took.
No.
It took
I
like.
gave
it
you the
took,
opportunity to
it
talk.
took
I gave you
let-
it
the
took
let-
10
let-
different
it doesn't-
films. It took 10 films.
No,
to
I
make
gave you the
Batman good.
opportunity to
Doesn't
talk.
matter.
Iron Man did great in the first
I
one.
gave you the opportunity to
It
talk.
doesn't,
now
doesn't
this
matter.
week.
Let's see.
I'm not even
Shaz
talking about
is-
even Batman '89 was good, but I'm not talking about that as well.
Cool.
So he had a great origin story.
Great
You
origin.
understand who he is.
Mm.
You understand why he does what he is, and he gave me a reason to care about him as
Yeah.
well. The supporting cast was incredible.
Yeah.
The story wasn't great. It was great and all that.
It wasn't great,
It
you
was
said.
great.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Didn't
It
hear
had a
that.
great supporting cast as well. and also it was an enjoyable film. You don't need to rely on the next film, on another film. It doesn't sequel bait it like Iron Man does and all that stuff. You can just watch that film alone and enjoy it, and it was enjoyable, and we loved it.
All
It was
right,
very
all
enjoyable. It was enjoyable. Yeah, we loved it. It was incredible to watch.
So main points: enjoyable, great to watch.
A lot
Good
of action.
storyline, a lot of action, and he also said
More
realistic,
serious, yeah.
more realistic as well. Compared
There was
to-
different villains as well. Like no one has seen Ra's al Ghul and Scarecrow in that form in the movies, and they're quite difficult to do. Really.
So
some of
was
them.
it an adaptation of the comics?
It was somewhat. It wasn't really. Like,
That-
they had to do something different. A lot of
Batman
changes.
Begins.
So do you think
Batman
that- do you think
Begins.
that's a good-
Batman Begins actually based off an
Yeah.
episode of the animated
Yeah,
series.
yeah. But
Because
they
he
had to
did
do a
the
lot-
exact same thing.
They had to do a lot of changes with some of these characters because Ra's al Ghul, he's a character that
Yeah.
hundreds of years old, and
Yeah.
and they had to do something, a lot of different changes to make it work, and
Yeah.
they made it work.
They
They
made
did
it
the
work.
best,
They
yeah.
made it work. Cool.
They made something that's indeed impossible
Yeah.
in real life, and made it work.
No, but like you got to understand though, Batman is well known. You know, he was a hero that people already knew about. Iron Man is someone not many people actually have interest in or like.
He's not.
But
He's not the.
he-
he's not
he-
the Spider-Man level character, but he
No,
is
exactly.
underneath that.
Exactly.
He's at the X-Men level.
But
somewhat.
Marvel made him recognizable, and now today people
Because the actor half the time, half of it as well.
Yeah, exactly. They
He's an actor.
they picked the right actor, and they've had a really good story, which made people know who Iron Man is. Now today,
And the fact that you
everyone
have to
knows
rely
Iron
on,
Man.
you have to rely on every.
Actually,
film
he's
that's
actually
built
made
up to
he's actually made a really good point. He's saying that he didn't have a history behind before the movie came out about Iron Man.
And
There
now
wasn't
he's-
much of
and
a
now
history.
he's
Well,
fake-
Batman's
now
history
he's
was
fake.
dead after '97. Batman's history. They had to resurrect it.
But exactly, but
Film
Batman's
history.
been going since what the 40s, and like
Yeah.
they've developed him all this way
Yeah.
through, and
We've seen
now
different iterations
now
of
they've got a
Batman.
really good version of him. But Iron Man did it in one movie,
That is
one
a very
time,
good
and
point.
it's just like
Very good
now
point.
he's
That's not fair to say
Now
because
he's just
Batman
as
came out in the '30s. You can't exactly want to make me compare the '30s Batman, black and white,
still
to the
still
serious
it's taken how many years of
There was a
developing
serious
Batman?
version of Batman, was Iron Man, wasn't there? Like in 30s, 40s.
We've never been
Yeah.
in cinemas. We've
The
had
serial-
TV shows and we've had animated series, but the first cinema experience of Iron Man,
Mm.
and now he's that well known, and you know we brought him into it, and so yeah, I think it was a very big impact for the universe.
Batman's bigger, I think. But actually, the next one.
You're obviously
the
going to say
next
that.
film.
You're obviously going to say that.
No, the next film definitely made a bigger impact.
The
Cool.
Dark
It doesn't
Knight.
doesn't make the
We're
Dark
going to
Knight.
Dark Knight.
You've already introduced the next
No.
movie. Okay. Cool. Anyway.
Do we need to talk about
Do-
Iron
do
Man
we-
2 and Dark Knight?
Yeah. Do we need?
I'll
to
say
talk
this
about
about
it?
Iron Man. You lot pussied out.
Pussied out. What do you mean?
The alcoholism. That's the biggest storyline of
The
Tony
what?
Stark.
Sorry.
Alcoholism. That's the biggest battle of Iron Man. And you lot pussied out on it. You made it like 2 minutes longer than that. You made it 2 minutes long. You overcame
We
it.
can't.
You fight.
We can't exactly put a movie about alcoholism and
Why
talk
not?
about that. No.
Why
that,
not?
That just sends off the wrong image, a wrong message.
Hancock did it. Will Smith.
Hancock. Who is Hancock aimed towards? Kids or teens or adults?
Bit more,
Seriously,
everything.
Iron Man is like an all kids, teens, and adults.
So
we
kids
can't-
understand alcoholism as well.
So kids, 10-year-olds understand
Yeah.
alcoholism, 5-year-olds and stuff like that.
They understand it.
No, they don't.
They understand what's happening. They're not stupid.
Still, it's not something we like want to broadcast. Like Iron Man is one of our biggest people, and he's
Cool.
an
Cool.
alcoholist.
Alcoholism.
We
I
have
don't
a
know whether
Joker for
it's-
God's sake.
okay,
As
Yeah.
for kids, kids wore Joker costumes
Alright.
all the time.
Wow. Okay. This is
The Joker murders people, does all that crazy
Cool.
sick
Let's
stuff.
let's just get back to the movie points,
Alright,
okay?
cool.
Uh,
So
Dark
Dark.
Knight
So
and
Dark.
Iron
So
Man 2.
so let's get back to Dark Knight versus Iron Man 2. Who won?
What?
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I
Okay,
mean,
even
people need to know.
Even,
People
how
need
about
to
you?
know.
No.
What do you think? I want to know what you think.
No, so I want to
No.
know what you think. You think he was better?
Dark Knight is better.
Cool. Zane.
I enjoyed Iron Man. They introduced, the whole Avengers Initiative.
Yep.
They showed Black Widow.
Yep.
They had the really awesome scene at the end with
Yep.
the War Machine and
Yep.
Iron Man fighting
Cool.
Whiplash,
Yep.
which is again not that well of a known villain. But I admit, Dark Knight was better. But that's only because Heath Ledger's acting of Joker.
Ah, but
And
Two-Face. Well,
Two-Face.
Two-Face.
Two-Face's CGI face graphics were actually amazing as well.
But story
But
even.
story, okay. Iron Man 2 wasn't as good of a story,
Yeah.
but I can't compete the two.
So yeah,
You
you
can't.
can't. I think anyone
I
can beat
can't.
the two.
I actually can't. And
You
I
seem
admit.
you seem very happy about that, Shaz.
No,
Okay,
I
cool.
know.
Yeah, easy
I'm not-
victory, of course.
Easy victory. I'm not happy.
That's-
I know. I already know. I don't need to be happy. I already know.
Yeah, he already know. He already knows. Zane.
I know.
He already knows. Cool. Third movie. So Dark Knight Rises.
Yep.
Versus Iron Man 3.
Iron Man 3 was disappointing to the fans.
Cool.
And me.
As much as I was anticipated for it, they dropped the bomb of the Mandarin being some next Hollywood actor from Britain.
Yeah.
That after seeing that bit, it just
That was like-
I lost it. Yeah, I lost.
Cool. Yeah, that was a stake in the
Cool.
knife.
What about Dark Knight Rises?
It was incredible.
Incredible.
I loved it. Dark Knight Rises. It was. Some people say it was overhyped and overrated, but really,
Well,
Well, I think
Worst-
it's because,
worst of the
I think it's
three,
because
my
you had such a big reputation
Yeah.
to live up to.
yeah, he's not just dead. Like people can't expect him to come back all of a sudden. They're expecting. Everyone said they should have the Riddler, have these villains, but we've already seen someone play psychologically with Batman.
Yeah.
The Joker, and that he plays You need someone completely different. You need someone physical. That's getting more physical than Bane.
Good
For Christ's
point.
sake.
Good point.
No, but like it was the weakest of the three films.
That's
Fair
saying,
enough,
that's
fair
saying
enough.
something. That is saying
Rise
something.
was the weakest. You didn't even see Batman for half the film.
But this,
He was like,
this
he-
topic,
where was
this
he?
topic is not about
I know. That's what
Batman versus Batman.
that's the topic
This
we've
is
never
Batman versus
taken.
Batman. Cool. So in terms of movies, Batman wins.
Yes, it does.
Send it back.
But because of the movies, Iron Man has actually become more popular as well.
Because
So-
of cinematic universe.
Yes.
That's why. You don't need backing of other characters to help him.
Well, that's our opinion on the two topics here. If you would like to share your topics, so your opinions, my bad, put your views in the comments. And if you like today's episode and you'd like to see more, like it and subscribe.
Like
Thank you very
there,
much.
subscribe there. I think that's what the subscribe button is, and that's
Yeah.
a comment
Also,
button.
shout out to
I
Ben
think
Affleck.
That's where, yeah.
Ben Affleck, he will do Batman justice. I believe in Ben.
Hashtag I believe in Ben.
Well,
I
anyway,
believe
this is us signing out.